น้องสมาร์ทน้องสมาร์ทคือคุณแม่เรียกไปกินข้าวหรือเปล่าคะนั่นหรือเปล่าคะ Good morning นะคะทุกคน Good morning everyone นะคะ
Good morning. Can you hear
เฮ้ย
me?
แป๊บนึงนะ
Hi.
แป๊บนึงนะ
Okay. Good morning. Can you tell me? Good morning. My name is Teacher Paul, and today we're going to be doing Maths for Primary 4. To start with, to tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Paul Kelly. I am from Australia. I have been teaching in Thailand for 15 years. Today's topic will be maths numbers from 1 to 10,000, which is part of the review from last year's lessons. So to start with, I'd like you to turn to introduce yourselves. I don't read Thai, so you'll need to take it in turns to turn your microphone on. Good morning.
15
Good morning. Introduce yourself. Good morning. My name is Teacher Paul. What is your name?
Let's see.
So today's lesson is numbers to 100,000. How can we make up 100,000? We can look at how to make up 100,000 by adding 10 times 10,000 to make 100,000. So if we add 10,000 plus 10,000 plus 10,000 plus 10,000 plus 10,000 plus 10,000 plus 10,000 all the way through to 10 times 10,000 equals 100,000. In primary 3, you learned about numbers up to 10,000. So let's have a look. If we have 90,000, how do we make it up to 100,000? We have to add another 10,000. That way it equals 100,000. So if we can count to 10, 100, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, 60,000, 70,000, 80,000, 90,000, 100,000, we can get to 100,000. In primary 4, you're going to be learning about numbers up to 100,000. From 10,000 to 100,000, we have just added another 0. And let's look at something. We have place value chart. And a place value chart starts at ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000, 100,000s. So as the number gets bigger, we put the number under the heading. An example of that is our number. This one goes to 10,000. 54,462. So in our unit number is 2. Our tens number is 6. Our hundreds number is 4. The thousands number is 3. The 10,000 number is 5. And this number doesn't have 100,000. So we don't need to put 100,000 box in there. And what we're looking at is we're looking at different sections from your textbook. And your textbook for this year is Targeting Maths for Primary 4. In the Primary 4 textbook, we're looking at pages 2 and 3. Pages 2 looks at how to make up 100,000. Page 3, how to do a number chart from units, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000, because 10,000 is what you learned from last year. And then it breaks the number down into the various parts. We had 50,000. We had 3,000. We had 462. So if you look on the slide, we have 50,000, 3,000, 462. So let's have a look at a chart. You need to now draw a chart in your notebook, in your samut, your notebook. 10,000, 100,000, 10,000, 1,000, hundreds, tens, and ones. And this is your first exercise. The exercise is to write the place value on the place value chart. Write these numbers on the chart. Our first number is 54,621. The second number is 12,345. Our third number is 32,415. Our fourth number is 54,321. Our fifth number is 23,451. So this work will be placed in the Schoolbright for you to do and show me before the next class. Our next class is on Friday, or Thursday, tomorrow. So that is your first exercise. And you have to draw a chart looking like this in your notebook. And you write the numbers under the right heading. Same as what I've described here. The number is 53,462. So 5 is under the 10,000. 3 is under the thousands. 4 is under the hundreds. 6 is under the tens, and then the 2. If you don't know, you can have a look on page 2 in your textbook. Page 2, section 2. The page 2, section 2 basically shows exactly what I've just described. How many units you have in under each of the headings. So you need to do that. And as I said, it will be put onto Schoolbright for you to do as your homework before your next class. Our next section is arranging numbers in increasing value. Increasing value is from the smallest number to the biggest number. Our smallest number, my positive number, is 1. Our biggest number that we would be looking at is up to 100,000. So you'll be given a set of numbers, and those numbers you have to put in the correct order. And on the screen is an example of those numbers in increasing, going from smallest to biggest number. First, you write the smallest number. But here's the example. Our numbers are 43,029, 43,092, 43,209. When we write the smallest number, our 4 and the 3 are the same in each of the numbers. Our third number, we have slightly different numbers. The fourth number. In the first number, it's a 2. And in the second number, it's a 9. So between 2 and 9, the first number is 2. So for number 2, you write the number first, because the number 2 is smaller than 9. Then between the second number and the third number, we look at the third digit. The third digit. The third digit in the second number is 0. In the third number, it's a 2. 0 comes before 2. Because 0 comes before 2, we write the 0 number first. And so the numbers run in the order of 43029, 43092, 43209. And that way we know that the number is going from the smallest number to the biggest number. We have 3 sets of numbers for you to do in your notebook again. This information will be put onto Schoolbright after this lesson. You have to put the first numbers. If you look at the first numbers, it's 54,231, 45,213, 54,321, and 54,431. We have to look at what is the lowest number, the smallest number. In the first place, we have number 44. So number 4 comes before 5 as we are counting. So if you look at the number with number 4, it will be in the first place. Our second number is the next biggest number. And the next biggest number, the other numbers all have 5s to start with. So we look at the second digit. And the second digit of the first number is 4. The second digit of the third number is 4. Of the fourth number, it is a 2. 2 is smaller than 4. Because 2 is smaller than 4, you write the 52,431 in the second place. Now we know that the numbers 5 and 4 are the same in numbers 1 and 3. We now look at the third number. And the third number in the first one is a 2. And the third one is a 3. So the number that comes next is 54,231. And the last number is the 54,321. Now you have number 2 and number 3. to do in your notebook. Those ones will be put onto Schoolbright after this lesson. Now, if we go in the other order from the biggest number to the smallest number, if you're looking at numbers 1 to 9, number 9 is the biggest number. Number 1 is the smallest number. So we have the same numbers as the example. 43029, 43092, and 43209. We have to look at the third number because the first number in the numbers, first number, second number are the same. What is the biggest number in the third place? Is it 0 or 2? For me, it's number 2. So for number 2, you have to write that first. As you can see down in the list down the bottom here, the 43202 is the first in the decreasing order, going from biggest to smallest. The second number, which is bigger than the third, we have to look at the fourth number. And we have 43092 and 4302. And a fourth number that is bigger is 9 is bigger than 2. Because 9 is bigger than 2, 9 gets written in the second place. And then the 2 gets written in the third place. Once again, I have some exercises for you to do and activities. But because we have time, we can look at this third activity, decreasing order. We look at exercise number 1. The first number is 54,231. The second number is 45,213. The third number is 54,321. And the fourth number is 52,431. So we are looking for the biggest number. We have 3 numbers with 5 as the biggest number. The second one, we have 2 numbers with 4 as the biggest number. Our third number, we have either 542,000 or 543,000. So 543,021 is the largest number. So we would write that first. Our second number would be 54,231. Our third number, we have to have a look at the other 2 numbers. We have 45,000 or 52,000. 52,000 is larger than 45. So we would write the 52,000 in position number 3 and the 45,000 in the position number 4. So let's go back to your activity number 1. And you can get your notebooks out and look at these numbers. Remember, you're drawing a place value chart. And in this place value chart, our numbers are only 5 digits. 5 digits. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We only need up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We only need up to 10,000 when you're drawing the place value chart. So in your notebook now, draw the place value chart. So the first box will have 10,000s in it. The second box will have thousands in it. The third box will have hundreds in it. The fourth box will have tens in it. And our last box will have ones in it. So I'll give you 1 minute or 2 minutes to draw that place value chart in your notebook. So while you're drawing, you need your ruler and your pencil to draw up the boxes. At the top, we have the headings and then a blank underneath. The blank underneath is where you're going to be writing the numbers. Once again, here is an example of the number 53,462. 10,000s, we have 5 units. So under 10,000, you write 5. Under thousands, we have 3 units. So you write a 3. Under hundreds, you write 4 because we have 4 hundreds in the number. Under tens, you write 6 because we have 6 tens. And in our units value, we write 2 because you have 2 units in the number 54,462. Okay, you have raised your hand. What would you like instead of running away?
Đi ghép được cài vào được.
So your exercise activity 1 should only take no more than 5 minutes. to draw and write the numbers under the correct headings.
ท่านทำเจลลี่น้ำผึ้งไหมไอที่ดังๆใน TikTok ทำไหมต้องเอาน้ำผึ้งไปต้มเมื่อวานพี่เตอร์ทำ
And
แล้วโคตร
students
อ
that
ร่อย
like to talk get in trouble.
2 ขวดนะมีขวดหนึ่งอยู่ในห้องแต่ว่ามีขวดหนึ่งอยู่ในห้อง
Now this is a maths lesson and you should be drawing. Do you know how to get back up? So you need to be doing this in your notebook. Okay, so the activity you're completing is part of the exercise, page number 2. Review, or let's recall. Let's recall means that you are reviewing the work that you have undertaken last year in class. And then you have to draw. If you have drawn it, please hold up your notebook to the camera. So here are the numbers again.
Activating micro.
Let's do it again. So your second activity, section exercise, was to create and write the numbers in increasing order. That means to get the numbers from smallest to biggest. And here are your 3 sets of numbers that you have to look at. What is the smallest number? And write the smallest number to the biggest number. You need to do this work in your notebook as well. So the first set of numbers was 54,231, 45,213, 54,321, 52,431. So you need to put those in the correct order from smallest to largest. Our second set of numbers was 69,676. The second number, 69,607. Our third number, 69,766. And our last number, 97,666. Our last set of numbers is 12,345, 23,451, 13,245, and 14,235. So you're writing these numbers from the smallest to the largest. And to finish with, your third activity was to write these numbers in decreasing order from the biggest number to the smallest number. And we have three sets of numbers. Our first set of numbers was 54,231, 45,213, 54,321, and 52,431. So you're from the biggest number to the smallest number. Our second set was 69,676. Second number, 69,667. Third number, 69,766. And our fourth number, 97,666. So from the biggest number to the smallest number. Number 3, section 3. Our first number is 12,345. Our second number is 23,451. Our third number is 13,245. And our fourth number is 14,235. You will find all this information and examples of how to do this work on page number 3 in your textbook. So these are the exercises you have to do before tomorrow's class. The maths exercise lesson this morning was for MEP classes for primary 4, room number 1, room number 2, and room number 3. So the maths exercise is only for rooms number 1, 2, and 3. Are you?
ดูอันแรกก่อนดูอันแรกก่อนคิดว่าที่เราเป็น
Once again, to finish off with today, how to make up 100,000. Add 10,000s together. This is on the top page number 2 in your book. Then our place value chart, our activity number 1. You don't have to do down the bottom. All you have to do is write the numbers under the correct headings. Page number 3. Numbers in the increasing order, meaning the numbers that are getting from smallest to biggest. This is an example on the page. You have an activity with 3 sets of numbers. To write those numbers in the correct order. The opposite of increasing is getting from smaller to bigger. The opposite of increasing is decreasing. So from the biggest number to the smallest number. Your activity number 3 is to put the numbers in decreasing order. So going from the biggest number to the smallest number. And this is displayed on page number 3. This work will be put onto Schoolbright immediately after this class, and you can follow it on Schoolbright. The video is also being uploaded to the school webpage or YouTube page, so you can follow and go through the lesson again. So our time is up for today, and we'll finish the lesson there. Thank you, and I'll see you this afternoon for English.